deflected and complete.
On play action, Young. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out comes San Antonio. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Rondale Moore, 55 yards. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's 21-3. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check pink. Smith red. Check white.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Young. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Yellow, line, blue, check.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Still going. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, 40 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 62 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal with some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Vaughn is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Vaughn again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Stroud sets up the play action. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rondale Moore with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 44 yards rushing now as he's looked good here in this opening quarter of the NFC Championship. Young on 1st down. And that's complete to Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. At the 42-yard line. To throw, Young.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young on 3rd and 2. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
First down, Panthers. Watch up. Set, cut.
Here's Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ready?
Now Young. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against him because you're running away from people on it.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come. Panther football to start quarter number 2. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. It's Young off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, 57 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. For the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays, a long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now this throw caught left side. A big play there for Carolina. line up. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Young to throw it. He completes this one to Mingo. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Jordan Brooks. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
You hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back out comes San Antonio. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final done.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Running to the right, this is Vaughn. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Stroud off the play fake. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Running left is Dillon. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Back to Dillon on first down. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Here's Stroud. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Gallup goes in motion. On third down, it's Vaughn. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Deuce Vaughn, 24 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on. Drive will start at the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. After the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Young will set to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 3rd and long for Young. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jordan Brooks able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
There's A.J. Dillon, such a powerful runner, ready to lead this offense again on this next series.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Deuce Vaughn
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here is Young. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Black drop. Check pink. Smith red. Check white. Switch.
Young.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him. Come down with the catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? Called tippy toes if that one was completed.
The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready?
Again, it's Young. And that's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Again, it's Dillon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
73 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for the Cowboys. 63 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Dillon.
And he will take it in for the Cowboys score. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys have got it on cruise control. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready?
First down, Young.
Open man is Mingo. Complete. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, 75 yards. And the Panthers are able to at least get one score back. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back out comes San Antonio. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
On second down, it's Hall.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, they go back to Vaughn again.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Play action. Stroud now. He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud.
And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Then Xavier Woods with a pick.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, Young again.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Now here's Young. And he's going to be sack back at the 32. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the... Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, Young. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Final play of the half, Young. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, what half remains in the Battle of the Sea? Who will take home that George Halas?
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back now alongside... Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number. The Hallis Trophy. In the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second and a couple.
Black swap. Ready, ready. Check pink.
They'll go again with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll try the left side with Dillon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. Pushes him over. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll look to run with Vaughn. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Deuce Vaughn punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Young on 3rd down. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here come the Cowboys. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Vaughn, they'll try the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Stroud sets up the play action. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run wrecked.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Deuce Vaughn taking it in from the 20. And the Cowboys have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Young. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. That's pulled in at the 32. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Young. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here we go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Young to throw it. And Sanders has got it complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
There's A.J. Dillon, such a powerful runner, ready to lead this offense again on this next series.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Dillon, they try the left side with him. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They run once more with Dillon. And able to work his way down to the 16. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Running left is Dillon. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. On the move to his left. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
And the penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Dillon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Stroud to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, there's the always dangerous Rondale Moore. He and this offense ready to begin the upcoming series. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way, and he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. He's going to look deep for more, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Handoff coming left is Vaughn. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding the clock.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's the big man Dillon with it. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Chop alert!
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Get it! Ready.
They run again with Dillon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. A CD that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now might get the fans back into this one.
On the handoff, this is Dillon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. And he'll get in! Touchdown! A.J. Dillon with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just added on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know. Sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held into an okay gain.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Carolina.
Throwing, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
That throw by Young incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4.
Part of my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Well, there's the always dangerous Rondale Moore. He and this offense ready to begin the upcoming series.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Come on.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. A nice move at midfield.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll try and run for it with Vaughn.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Vaughn on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, that just cut right through them.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground with Vaughn.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Dillon will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
All right, go.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Pick him up, pick him up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Young. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43.
17 yards. First down, Panthers.
To the air once more, Young. Open man, once again, it's Thielen.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Young now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Stroud off the play fake. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
They'll try the left side with Dillon. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A.J. Dillon, 26 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that was playing at an elite level.
Complete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Young. Open man is Mingo, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
There's A.J. Dillon, such a powerful runner, ready to lead this offense again on this next series.
He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make or two.
He's hoping for more. The cherry on top, maybe, as this game goes forward. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. And he didn't get there. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover.
Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Throwing on 2nd and long. Young, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and